Behind the Door presents another emotional tale that will touch your heart. Before we dive into this story, comment below and tell us which city you're watching from. And once the story ends, don't forget to rate it from 0 to 10. Enjoy this amazing tale, only on Behind the Door. Let's get started. The evening sky glowed orange as the city lights flickered on, one by one, across the towering skyline. Inside a penthouse that seemed almost too large for a single man, Adrian Hale sat alone at a giant oak dining table. Though he was a millionaire, known for his sharp mind and successful businesses, none of his achievements filled the emptiness that echoed in rooms meant for laughter and family. His wealth had brought him everything except companionship. For years, Adrian watched people gravitate toward him only because of his money or his status. He yearned for someone who would look at him and see not a millionaire, but a man who wished to be loved, simply and genuinely. One evening, he made a decision that even he couldn't fully explain. He would step outside of his world and search for someone whose heart wasn't influenced by wealth or glamour. A week later, while visiting a local community center to donate supplies, Adrian met Lily. She was nothing like the women who normally tried to impress him. Lily was poor, working multiple jobs just to survive. She had struggled with obesity for years, a result of emotional battles she rarely talked about. Her clothes were simple, her hair tied back in a loose ponytail, and she carried herself with a softness that made Adrian pause. When she greeted him, she smiled shyly, unsure why a man dressed in an expensive suit was even speaking to her. But it was her voice, and the sincerity in it, that stirred something inside him. Unlike so many others, Lily never once asked him who he was or what he owned. She was too busy helping others, handing out food packages and offering warm encouragement to families who needed it. For the first time in a long time, Adrian felt seen, not for his wealth, not for his reputation, but as a human being. Over the next few days, Adrian returned to the community center, pretending he needed to check on the donations. In truth, he just wanted to see Lily again. Each time they spoke, she would laugh lightly, listen intently, and talk about life in a way that grounded him. He admired her resilience, how she found joy in tiny moments despite living with so little. Then came the day he made a decision even he found impulsive, yet deeply sincere. He proposed marriage to her. Lily nearly dropped the stack of papers in her hands. Her eyes widened, disbelief taking over. She had never been proposed to in her life, let alone by a wealthy, handsome man like Adrian. She thought he must be joking, but his eyes were steady, his voice soft and sincere. "I don't expect you to understand why," he said. "But I see you, I value you, and I want a life where I wake up next to someone genuine. Someone like you." Lily hesitated, her mind raced with doubts. Why would someone like him choose someone like her? She was poor, overweight, constantly judged and dismissed by society. But Adrian's gaze never wavered, and after long moments of trembling uncertainty, she whispered yes. News spread quickly, and the reactions were far from kind. People whispered, laughed, and accused Lily of trapping a rich man. But Adrian held her hand firmly, shielding her from every cruel comment. He reassured her every single day, telling her she deserved love just as much as anyone else. Days later, however, something happened that shook Lily to her core. She received a message from Adrian's personal assistant asking her to visit his mansion for an urgent matter. Lily felt anxious the entire bus ride, there, wondering if she had done something wrong or if the world had finally convinced Adrian that she wasn't worthy of him. When she arrived, the assistant guided her to a private room where Adrian was waiting. But he wasn't alone. A doctor stood beside him, holding a folder. Lily froze. Was she being examined, judged, tested? Adrian stepped forward and gently held her hands. "Lily," he said softly, "I asked you here because there's something I need to tell you, and something I want to give you." She felt her heart race. Am I not good enough?" He shook his head instantly. "No, you're more than enough. You're extraordinary, and that's why you deserve to know the truth." Adrian took a deep breath, then continued. I'm dying. The words struck her like a blow. She stared at him, disbelief twisting her stomach. He explained that he had been diagnosed with a rare heart condition. The doctors had told him money couldn't save him this time. He had perhaps a year left, maybe less. The room spun around Lily. She felt tears burn her eyes. Why would you propose to me, she whispered, if you knew you didn't have much?